Vinnie Jones. I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
It's okay.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
It's a horror film.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay, and it's just okay, but it's not bad.
Well, speaking of horror films, I've got one here. This is more Indian cinema. It's called Tumbbad. I hope I pronounced that right. I probably didn't, but I've heard it was made for like under $20 million, and it's getting great reviews. I haven't actually watched this trailer yet, so I'm going to react with you guys live, and we'll see how we like it. But if it's good, I would like to cover it. So here we go.
I thought I did something wrong.
Nope, me. All right, let's go.
कार मर गया अब यहाँ कुछ नहीं बचा हम तुम्बाड़ छोड़ रहे हैं क्यों भाड़ा तो अपना हुआ ना भाड़े में जो खजाना है वो तो अपना होगा ना सरकार पूरी जिंदगी ढूंढता रहा कुछ नहीं मिला उसे और उस बुढ़िया का क्या खजाने के बारे में वो कुछ ना कुछ तो जरूर जानती होगी विरासत में मिली हुई हर चीज पर दावा नहीं करना चाहिए
Is that Chelsea Handler's uterus?
यही तो गुण है मुझ में
ये तो सिर्फ एक ही है वहाँ तो पूरा का पूरा खजाना छुपा हुआ है चल ना खजाना कहीं ढूंढते हैं आई
16
Some great cinematography in this movie. Some great
जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा तो
I'm picking up this is like there's some cautionary tale to this, almost like a fable.
Yeah, like the monkey's paw or something. I'm wondering if there isn't something like that. But then it's got that crazy desiccated mummy-like thing in there, which is terrifying.
And a stuffed animal.
So what's the lesson? Don't climb down to the uterus.
Well, you never want to be anywhere near Chelsea Handler's uterus, guys.
Or Chelsea Handler in general. To be
That's
honest.
a dangerous place to be.
Yeah.
And the cinematography is interesting. Like it reminds me of something, but I can't quite place it, especially with the walking back and forth across the landscape like that. I don't know.
God, there was a movie. God, I think it had Nicole Kidman in like somebody was dead. They died in a world war. Black Bride or Widow.
The Others.
Christ, you know that. Thank you.
Others,
The Others.
yes.
It's got an Others vibe, like with those long shots.
Mm-hmm.
Also a great film.
Yes, I was thinking kind of Del Toro. It's that kind of cinematography.
Yes, let's like Pan's Labyrinth style almost.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Yep.
से ब्याह करूंगा उम्र क्या है तेरी खजाने की बात करना भी अशुभ है
I mean, don't go.
Too late.
Anything with kids like that, where they and that little, I don't know, that always gets to me every time. And don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We
you
get it,
need
Zax.
money.
You have kids.
Yeah.
Somebody has to win the Darwin Awards, though.
I had sex at least twice.
Impressive.
तो डर है अभी तो शुरू भी नहीं हुआ है
बाबा तुम्बाड़ में क्या है वो देव वही सोजा वरना हंसता रह जाए नाम लेने से भी आता है क्या
Gaming Sloth says it took 8 years to complete this movie.
Really?
8 years.
This is under 20 million, you said?
We have more information. We have
Holy crap!
What? No way.
Das says its budget was $634 million.
No, not millions.
630
3,000. Yeah.
Dude, I'm
under
not
$1
good at
million?
math.
No, come on.
Yeah,
That can't-
$634,000.
If that's the case, it's like the best movie ever made for under $1 million because,
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
That's about how much 1 minute of the one season of Amazon's Rings of Power costs, guys.
Yikes.
This movie looks awesome. I want to watch it like right now. Actually, I love the style.
Yeah.
Yes, it does look cool. I'd probably be more inclined to watch this because I love horror. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I love horror, and I actually love folk horror a lot and stuff like that. Not to say this is necessarily folk horror, but because we're so separated from that culture or whatever, it definitely comes off that way, kind of tribal or whatever. It looks great. I'm into it.
It's fascinating. This does look good.
There's something about the style I really like. I can't explain it really, but it's I love all the sideways shots that they're doing. And the underground looks interesting too, the way they're doing it, almost like a cross section.
Mm-hmm.
It's a period horror film directed by Rahi Anil Barve. And I probably pronounced that wrong, of course. But
Racist. You're racist.
Yeah, apparently.
I hope this movie does something similar that RR does, that it's more of they can tell you the story visually rather than explaining it. So as a foreigner, it's hard to read and catch up with like the horror element of it if your eyes always at the bottom of the screen. That's always difficult.
It's also equal even if an American movie done in English, when they do that.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
It sucks almost as much because I think the difference is good storytelling.
Yeah, that's why RR so good. That's why you should watch it.
Show me. Don't tell me. I don't give a shit. I want to see it on screen. Check the private chat, Zax.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because go ahead. Sorry.
This is your idea, Purple. Let's you can tell us.
Yes, well, since we've had such amazing suggestions from the chat and from the panel, I think a part 2 would be a lot of fun to do if you guys are up for it again.
Yeah,
100%. And I think we'll have a part 3 and a part 4, and maybe no, and maybe we want to move it around to other people's channels, but we can talk about that in the green room afterwards because that would be fascinating.
But with the chat, there's so much that we missed that I didn't even. Like unbelievable picks.
Yeah, and that's why I think we need to do that. We really do.
So about this movie we just reacted to, the writer wrote it when he was 18.
Wow.
A 700-page storyboard. Like the storyboard is 700 pages.
Isn't that the same as the guy who did The Fifth Element? He wrote it when he was 14 or 15 years old. Same thing. Yeah. Jean-Luc Blunt or whatever, Busan or some French name, but yeah.
And
Time Bandits.
Time Bandits is another one, yes. But this one was at the Venice International Film Festival. It was Fantastic Fest, and it won a bunch of awards for cinematography, which we kind of would have called, and direction and sound design. So that's very cool looking film. I'm definitely going to check it out. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. It's either on Prime or Netflix. I should probably check that right now while we're still talking, and so I can give people the right information. But
Black Dynamite's really good. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Black
Classic.
Dynamite.
I saw Spies Like Us with my little brother in the movie theater. It hasn't necessarily aged well, but it was a damn funny movie. It really, really was.
Who's in that?
Dan Aykroyd, who met his hot wife, who's the super hot chick in that movie. It's Dan Aykroyd and, oh my God, I forget who else it is. Chevy Chase, if I remember correctly.
I remember that movie. I watched it a few times when I was younger. So Tumbbad is on Prime Video for free. So it's Amazon Prime. So I think KGF is also on there. So if you want looking for some from Indian cinema, check out Amazon Prime. So Tumbbad, definitely watch that and review it.